Hello boys and girls. So my name is Deepak Vincent and I'm dealing with maths. So I hope you watched this video before, like coming back to this video. Let's go ahead. So first of all, let me tell you where I'm from. I'm a part of Arihant Educare, and what are we doing? We are dealing with objectives of every chapter from your mathematics. And if you haven't seen the first chapter's videos, please go and watch it. So because we are here for the second chapter, which is polynomials. Okay, so let's move to part 1, which is MCQs. And I guess you know, because we'll be dealing with just MCQs in this video. In the next video, we'll be dealing with assertion reasoning and case study based questions. Okay, so let's move to the first question. Are you ready? Okay, so let's read the first question. The first question is, consider a quadratic polynomial of the form x square plus px plus q, and it says if one of the zeros of this polynomial is the negative of the other, which of the following statements is correct? Okay, we've got 4 different statements. First, let's understand the question. Now, if you know a quadratic polynomial, how many zeros? Exactly right, 2 zeros. And the question itself says one zero of the polynomial is negative of the other. For this question, let's consider the 2 zeros to be alpha and beta. So, since the condition says alpha is negative of beta, okay, so if I try to bring beta to the other side, it will give me alpha plus beta is equal to 0. I did not even look at the statements. Okay, now x square plus px plus q. For the purposes, let us write down the values of a, b and c. Now what are a, b and c? When you write the standard form of a quadratic polynomial, it is ax square plus bx plus c, right? So as I can see here, a is equal to 1, b is equal to p, and c is equal to q. Now, but again guys, MCQs, where are the options? Let's have the options. Option A says statement A and B might be true. Option B says C and D. Option C says only A is true. And option D says A, B and D, they're leaving C. Let's see. Okay, we need certain working space for this sum because, right? Let's go for it. The first statement says the sum of the zeros is 0. That means alpha plus beta should be 0, guys. Even before reading the statements, we have alpha plus beta is equal to 0. I can say option A, or I should say statement A is absolutely correct, right? Let's go for the second statement. It says the product of the zeros is equal to Q. What do you mean by product of zeros? Alpha into beta, you know the relation, right? What is alpha into beta? Perfect. Alpha into beta is nothing but C by A. Do we have C and A? Yes, we do. C is Q, A is 1. So I can simply say it is nothing but Q upon 1, that is Q. So मुझे मिल रहा है alpha into beta is equal to Q. And what are they saying? Yes, the product of the zeros is equal to Q. I can say statement B is also true. Let's go for statement C. It says the value of P, where is P? P is actually B in this question, right? Is equal to the negative of the product of the zeros. Let's check. Value of P, okay, let's write down what do they want. Is equal to negative of product of zeros, alpha, beta, correct? Now, what is alpha, beta as per our calculations? It is Q. So, they are saying P is negative of Q, or we can say P plus Q should be 0. Do we have enough conditions, adequate conditions to see this is true? I don't think so, right? Because there is no information about P or Q given. Therefore, right now we can say this statement is not true. Okay, so let's see the options. Option A said A and B, which might be right. Option B says C and D. I know C is not true. The option B is ruled out. Okay, and I know that B is also true, so I can say option C is also ruled out because it just says statement A. Next, the quadratic polynomial, this polynomial which they are given in the question, can be expressed as, that means factorized as x minus r into x plus r, where r is a real number. You know what are real numbers because you're done with real numbers. Now, x minus r, x plus r. I want you to concentrate on one thing. When I say is alpha plus beta is equal to 0. Okay, what is actually alpha plus beta? Minus b by a, right? According to our question, alpha plus beta is 0. And what is minus b here? I would say minus p upon 1. So, can I say P is 0 here? That means this whole term is 0. This term does not exist right now. So, my polynomial gets reduced to x square plus q. Now, what have we learned about factorization? Well, there are only the first term and the last term. That means if a polynomial looks like ax square plus c, how do we factorize it? We factorize it by using the identity a square minus b square. And what does a square minus b square say? It is a plus b into a minus b. That means I can write this polynomial in the form of x minus r into x plus r, where r is definitely a real number. That means I can say statement D is also true. Do we have any option which says A, B and D? Yes, we do have. That is option D, statements A, B and D. Did you get this question? This was the first question, a lengthy one. Let's go for the next one. Okay. I hope you're understanding it. Next one. The next question is pretty simple. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, 2x square minus 5x plus 3, find the value of alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4. Okay. Pretty big. Let's see. Let's see the options. Option A is 33 upon 16. Oh my god. Option B is 97 upon 16. Option C is okay, they're interchanged. They don't like their alternatives probably. Option C is 16 upon 97 and option D is 49 upon 75. Okay, I definitely need a drawing board to do the rough figure. Now, let's write the values of A, B and C quickly. Okay, the value of A is 2, value of B is minus 5 and value of C is 3. How did I get this? Comparing with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c. I hope you know this. Now, when I need alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4, I don't know, like, do we have actually like by hearted this identity ever? We know alpha square, beta square, all that stuff. I'll give you a very simple trick. Okay. Now, you must be knowing what is alpha or a plus b the whole square simply, right? What is a plus b the whole square? Good. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Let's say I want a square plus b square on one side. What will I do? I take this plus 2ab to the other side. So what will I get? A square plus b square as it is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab, right? But again, the question is, yeah, we need 4. So we need to write a raised to 4 or alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4 in terms of a square plus b square. Do you have any idea? Good. If anybody guessed this, I can write alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4 as alpha square the whole square plus beta square the whole square. Now understand, the alpha square here looks like A. Getting it? Beta square looks like B. So, can you tell this formula in terms of alpha square and beta square? Good. Here we have A plus B. So, the same thing comes here. We'll have alpha square plus beta square the whole square minus 2. Instead of A, what do we have? We have got alpha square and beta square. Now, do I know alpha square plus beta square? No, I know a square plus b square. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do alpha square plus beta square ke badle we're going to write alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Instead of this, I've written this and the whole square minus 2. Both have same powers. Law of indices, same power law, right? Alpha beta the whole square. If you're wondering why am I doing this, because if you are understood, I've written everything in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, because that is something which I can always find from a given polynomial, right or wrong, right? So tell me, what is alpha plus beta? Isn't it not b minus b upon a? Now, what is our minus b? Minus of minus 5 upon, what is a? 2. So that gives me alpha plus beta ka value as 5 upon 2. Clear? Let's go for alpha beta. Alpha beta is something but c by a. C is what? 3. 3 upon 2. So instead of alpha plus beta, I'm going to put 5 upon 2. Instead of alpha beta, I'm going to put 3 upon 2. Let's put alpha plus beta ke badle 5 upon 2 the whole square minus 2 into alpha beta ke badle 3 upon 2 the whole square minus 2 into, instead of alpha beta, I'm going to put 3 upon 2 the whole square. Making sense? Let's go for it. What is 5 upon 2 the whole square? 5 ka square, 25 upon 4 minus, you can cancel this out, right? It is going to be 3 again the whole square minus 2 into, what is 3 upon 2 the whole square? It is 9 upon 4. You can cancel it out. 2 ones are and 2 twos are. Let me continue here. 25 upon 4 minus 3, guys. LCM. So I'm going to go for 25 minus 4 threes are 12 upon 4 the whole square minus I've got 9 upon 2 here. Making sense? Good. Now 25 minus 12 is what? 13 upon 4. The whole square still stays minus 9 upon 2. What is 13 square? Superb. It is 169 upon what is 4 square? 16 minus 9 upon 2. Guys, LCM of 16 and 2, I guess LCM is a pretty easy one right now. The LCM is going to be 16. I've got 169 minus 2. I have to multiply by 8 to make it 16. So when I multiply 9 by 8, I get 72. 169 minus 72, simple subtraction. I'm getting 97 upon 16 as the final answer. Do we have any option as 97 upon 16? Yes, we do have. It is 97 upon 16. So did you understand this? So please, if you can by heart this formula, that because the formula for this alpha raised to 4 plus beta raised to 4 is this, you can by heart this. Okay. So that's it. Let's go for the next one. Okay. Next sum on the board. It says, if the sum of the zeros of the equation 1 upon x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 3 is equal to 1 upon 4 is 0. What is 0? Sum of the zeros is 0. Okay. What is the product of the zeros of the equation? Now, product of the equation, we know if we take it as alpha and beta, it is going to be C upon A. That means I need to write this equation simply in the standard form and I'll be getting the answer. Okay. Let's see the options first. Option A, it says 8. Option B, minus 14. Option C is 12. And option D is minus 12. Let's have a rough work. Now, let me write the equation first. It is 1 upon x plus 2 plus 1 upon x plus 3 is equal to 1 upon 4. I'm trying to do the LCM. I've got a simple way of doing it. The way I do it is something called as criss cross bottoms. Criss means you multiply these two, which is x plus 3. Plus cross means you multiply these two, x plus 2 upon bottoms. You multiply both the denominators. Basically, it is LCM only. Okay? Now, x into x, you get x square. X into 3, you get 3x. Plus 2 into x, you get 2x. And 2 into 3, you get 6. Is equal to 1 upon 4 as it is. I hope it is making sense. Now, x plus x is 2x. 3 plus 2 is 5 upon x square as it is, combining the like terms, guys. 3x plus 2x will give you 5x plus 6 is equal to 1 upon 4. Now what do? Basic linear equation or quadratic equation, one variable types. We do cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means 2x plus 5 gets multiplied with 4. What do I get? 8x plus 5 4s are 20 is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Now, my motive is to get every thing on one side because basically I have 0 on one side. Now, I'm keeping x square here plus 5x plus 8x comes here as minus 8x and plus 6 as it is plus 20 comes in here as minus 20. Left side me 0. Now, I'm going to flip the side. So, I'm not changing the signs. X square as it is. What is 5x minus 8x? Superb. It is minus 3x. 6 minus 20 gives me minus 14 is equal to 0. Minus 14. Okay. I want product of the zeros. Product of zeros. If I take the zeros as alpha and beta, I know it is alpha into beta is nothing but C by A. What is C here? Minus 14. What is A here? 1. What is minus 14 upon 1, which is minus 14. But take a second. Look at the condition given. It says sum of the zeros is 0. We are not concerned about it. Okay? We don't care. Right? So again, that was just to make you get confused. We won't. Let's go for the next one. Okay. Question says find the zeros of the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Obviously, we know y square minus 5y plus 6. Okay, udhar tak theek tha. By analyzing the graph of the polynomial. Okay, that means what? Do we need to draw a graph of a polynomial? Let's see the option first. Option A is 3, 4. Option B is 0, 2, 5. Option C is 2, 3. And option D is 1, 6. Let's have something to work on. y square minus 5y plus 6. Simple quadratic polynomial. We need zeros. Why would I even require a graph for this? I just need to factorize it. Okay, can you help me with that? 6. Okay, we need two numbers which give you the product as 6 and the sum as 5. Simple. 6, 1, 3 and 2. That's it. And so we have to get minus 5y. So obviously I'll go for minus 3y minus 2y plus 6. Okay. Let's take something common. We'll have y minus 3. Now, minus 2 common. Again, I'll have y minus 3. So we've got y minus 3, y minus 2. Now, we need zeros. We equate zeros. We have studied in our lower standards. And then the zero product rule says y minus 3 is equal to 0 or y minus 3 is equal to 0. Basically, I'm going to get y is equal to 3 or y is equal to 2. Yes, not much of a solving sum, not much of an MCQ. But anyway, option is C, 2, 3. I hope you're getting this, right? Chalo, great. 4 done. Let's go for the next one. Okay, it says, draw the graph of the polynomial. Okay, they're asking us to draw. Okay, fine. P of x is equal to minus 2x square plus 4x plus 1. Okay, I understand it's a, I would suggest, obviously a quadratic polynomial. And find the maximum value of the polynomial. A new question. You've never heard of this question, right? You have studied value of the polynomial in a 9th standard. What do you mean by value of a polynomial? Value of a polynomial is simple. When you substitute any number instead of the variable and whatever value you get, that is called the value of a polynomial. I'll give you a simple example. P of x, let me find P of 0. When I say P of 0, instead of x, I'm putting 0. The P of 0 will be minus 2 into 0 square plus 4 into 0 plus 1. That means, obviously, I'm getting 1. So, what is that 1? 1 is the value of the polynomial when I put x ke badle 0. So, I got 1. I might get any number, right? So they're asking us what could be the maximum value. Nothing to worry. Options. Option A 5, option B 3, option C is 7, and option D is 4. We need to understand what could be the maximum value. Let's see. We have a drawing board, and then, but again, guys, draw the graph. How to draw a graph? Do we have any idea? Let's have a Cartesian plane here. Okay. Very simple how to draw. You might have learned in linear equation how to draw a graph. You can consider this as y, okay, and very simple. Just put any random values of x and you'll get an output of that and consider that value of y and plot it on the graph. Let's start. I've got here x, I've got y. Very simple, let's start with 0. When I put x ke badle 0, minus 2 into 0 square plus 4 into 0, 0, everything is 0, I'm just getting 1. So when I put x ke badle 0, I'm getting 1. 0, 1, that is the first point. What is 0, 1? X axis is 0 and y axis is 1. This might be 0, 1. Right? Next one. Let me put x ke badle 1. 1 square. So minus 2. So this is minus 2 plus 4 plus 1. Right? 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So when I'm putting x ke badle 1, I'm getting y ke badle 3. So x ke badle 1 and y ke badle 3. Okay. Let's go for some different values. I'm going for 2. X ke badle let me put 2. 2 ka square is 4. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. 4 into 2 is again 8 plus 1. Minus 8 plus 8 gives you 0. I'm getting 1 again. So when I put 2 ke x ke badle 2, y ke badle I'm getting 1. X ke badle 2, y ke badle 1. If you want, you can check with more values. But if you see, the parabola will be shaped like this. Are you getting it? If you want, you can zoom in, right? So, what is the maximum value I'm getting here is 3. Did you understand how to find the maximum value? We just need to draw, take random values of x and y and we'll be done. Okay, let's go for the next one. Okay, 6th one, it says, if alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of p of x, which is a cubic polynomial. Okay, I know it might be not for examination point of view, but there are certain questions which you need to know. 2x cube minus 9x square plus 12x plus 4. Let's do it fatafat. The standard form of a cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. In short, one more variable. And they have the relation. Okay, you need to understand there are 3 zeros of a cubic polynomial. Jitna degree, utna zeros, right? The name of the 3 zeros are alpha, beta and gamma. So it says 3 times beta is equal to alpha plus gamma. Okay, let's see. What is the value of 3b cube? Minus 4abc plus 2a square d, where a, b, c, d are the coefficients of the polynomial. Okay, nothing to worry. We have options. Option A is minus 7,264. Option B is minus 1,291. Option C is 0. Simple number, right? And option D is 1. Okay, fine. I think, okay. Anyway, let's have working space. Now, let me just write the values of A, B, C, D fast. ठीक है? A x cube का coefficient होता है, तो I know that A is what? 2. And B is minus 9, C is 12, and D is 4. Okay. Now, we need the value of 3b cube minus 4abc plus 2a square d का value हमें चाहिए. Simple हो गया sum. We need to just put the values. Now 3 as it is. What is b? Minus 9 का cube minus 4 into what is a? 2. B is again minus 9 and what is c? 12 plus 2 into a square. A square मतलब 2 का square and d is nothing but 4. 3 as it is. What is minus 9 का cube? 9 square 81. Good. It is 729. But again guys, minus में है because odd power, right? I hope you understand. Now minus into minus definitely मेरे को plus मिलेगा. 4 2s are 8. 8 9s are 72 and 72 into 12 is what? 864. Good. You have 864 plus 2. 2 square is 4. 4 4s are 16. 16 2s are 32. Now 729 into 3. 29 to 87. 7 to 3s are 21. So 2187. But in negative. Let me add 864 plus 32. I'm getting 896. When you add, or you should simply subtract 2187 and 896 and put a negative sign, you're gonna get minus 1291. Do you have an option like that? Yes, we do. Option B is minus 1291. Again, इस sum में क्या था? We are not concerned about whatever the relation they have given between the zeros or whatever you want. Are you getting the point? Okay, so this was an easy sum. Let's go to the last sum. Okay, now it says, if a quadratic polynomial curve in the shape of a semicircle is shown below. Okay, where is it? Yeah, with a radius of 5 units. Okay, semicircle, you know what is the radius? Half of a circle. 5, 5, 5. ठीक है. And the center at the origin. Okay, good. What is the equation of this curve? Equation don't have, but again, nothing to worry. We have the options. Option A is y is equal to root of 25 minus x square. Y is equal to 5 minus x square. Y is equal to root of 25 plus x square. And y is equal to minus root of 25 minus x square. Okay. Definitely we need something to solve. Okay, anyway, very simple. What we're going to do is, anything, any equation which satisfies the given points is going to be the equation of this curve. But let's understand the curve ka points. What point will be this? Kya coordinate hoga uska? Good. It is going to be 5, 0. Since it is the x-axis, y coordinate is always 0. I hope you know this. Now, ये point क्या होगा? Since it is radius 5, तो definitely a point होगा इसका. This is going to be x में 0 है and y axis 0,5. Notice this minus 5, 0. Now we just need to check कि कौन से coordinate, ये तीनों coordinate, let's say, satisfy which of the given equations. Okay, let's go for the first one. X के बदले I have to put 5, I should get 0. X के बदले 5, 5 square is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0, root of 0 is 0. Oh, okay, right. This is getting satisfied this point. Let's go for this. 0, 5. मतलब x के बदले I should get put 0 and I should get y के बदले 5. Let's see. 0 square is 0. 25 minus 0 तो 25 होता है. Root of 25 is 5. Okay. ये भी satisfy कर रहा है. Last check कर लेते हैं. Minus 5, 0. x के बदले I have to put minus 5. थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना. When I put x के बदले minus 5 का square is going to be 25. Because negative or positive, square is always positive. So 25 minus 25 is going to give me 0. Root of 0 is what? 0. So I'm getting 5. So this is satisfying all the three coordinates. But मुझे ये भी तो देखना है ना कि if anything else is also satisfying. ऐसा होता नहीं है. But let's take for example. 5, 0. X के बदले if I put 5, will I get 0? No. 5 square is 25. 5 minus 25 gives me minus 20. Matlab this is definitely not my equation. Okay. Now, x के बदले if I put 5 square is 25. 25 plus 25 is 50. Root 50 is definitely not 0. Matlab option C तो गया. Right? Let's go for option D. X के बदले when I put 5 5 square is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. And root of 0 is 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Matlab, this is getting satisfied by this. Okay, let me check for this. 0, 5. X ke badle 0 दूंगा, I should get 5. X ke badle when I'm putting 0, 25 minus 0 square is what? 25. And what is root of 25? 5. But there is a minus 5 outside. That means I am not getting 5. I will get minus 5. Matlab, in case if this curve was like this, then this equation or then this curve would get satisfied with this. So the option is A. Option A, y is equal to root of 25 minus x square. So that's it. So we are done with like 7 questions, and again, you know the reason why do we do go for 7 questions. I hope you understood this session of MCQs related to polynomials. And if you want more such questions to challenge yourself to understand कि आपको कितना समझा है, and if you want to challenge your friends as well, here are certain 5 questions given for you similar to the questions which we solved, which you might be able to crack it or not, but I hope you can do it. So all the best, and until next time, bye bye, take care, have fun, bye.